Good morning. Today we are talking about computer-based testing, and I want to review with you the ePat testing system and go over the tools that you can use when you are taking your FCAT reading test. On the desktop on your computer, you will see a purple toolbox, and it's called the ePat launcher. You're going to double-click the ePat launcher. And once it loads, you will have more than one testing option, but you can use the 10th grade reading practice test or the 9th grade reading practice test, and you're going to put your name in the box, select the test, and then click Launch. You'll want to have a piece of paper to jot your answers down for the test, because in the practice it doesn't actually save your answers and keep them for you. So you'll notice that it resized my computer window. This is part of the secure testing environment. So when you're taking the real FCAT test on the computer, you can't go anywhere outside of that computerized system or it will close you out of the test. Because it resized the window, it's difficult for you to see some of the buttons that we have at the bottom of the page. And so I'm going to try and move my screen down a bit so that you can see them. Okay, so here's the next button. I'm just going to click next. You have the option of reading the passage first. So you can read the entire passage first, or you can scroll to the bottom of the page and click next and read the passage with the questions. And that's what I'm going to show you today. So I'm going to resize the question box by just holding my cursor over it and making it a little bit smaller, and I can use this to scroll through the passage as I read it. But let me show you the tools at the top. This tool, if I leave my cursor there, tells me it is an Eliminate the Answer Choice tool. This tool is a highlighter. This is an eraser. This is a notepad, and this is a help box that can give you some instructions. So if I use the highlighter, I'm going to highlight Ingenuity. It just draws a square. That's all the highlighter does. It draws and highlights certain pieces of text. If I want to erase what I've highlighted, I click on the eraser and just click on the boxes. You can highlight what you think the main ideas are in a passage to help you remember the main ideas. You can't write with the highlighter because it only does squares. You can jot notes on the notepad to the side if you want to chunk the essay. You could write your chunks here by paragraph, but I would not suggest you do that because the notepad is erased every time you move on to the next question. It disappears. So if you're spending time writing on the notepad, those notes won't stay with you as you go through the questions. So you can't quite annotate the article like we're used to. As you're doing the questions, when you read the question stem and the answer choice, if you know right away that answer choice A is not an answer choice, use the Eliminator tool to cross it out. You just click to use the Eliminator tool. I'm going to select the answer, so let me go back to my selection tool and I'll just select that for now. And I'll go to the next question, and I'm just going to select next. And now I'm not sure about this question, so I'm going to mark it for review. Now let's say go to, it takes us to the end. When you click go to, you go to the end and you can see how many passages there are and how many questions there are. And you'll notice I marked one question for review. At the end of the test, you can go back and review that question and select the right answer choice. So I would recommend you don't spend too much time on any one question. Use that review tool. And those are the basic tools in the ePat testing system that you will use for FCAT reading.